Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. We've got a fun show for you today. We're going to go racing at NASCAR in Talladega. And joining us will be Dr. Martinez, Johanna Long, who's a race car driver, Taylor Ferns, who is a young race car driver also, with a tip from Dale Smith Thomas on things you can do for your health while you're out there racing. And then we have Donna Lawrence, who will give us some hope for our pets. A lot coming up, so don't miss it right here on Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by the Edie Hand Foundation, www.ediehandfoundation.org. Enjoy the latest books from Edie Hand. A portion of sales benefit charities such as St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit www.ediehandfoundation.org or your local or online bookstore. Pick up your copies today.
Children's of Alabama has been taking care of kids across our state for over 100 years. The opening of the Benjamin Russell Hospital for Children allows even more patient care. It leads the country in technology and innovation, including 17 state-of-the-art operating rooms, an expanded imaging center, and the Bruno Pediatric Heart Center, just to name a few. Children provides the highest level of care in a loving, comforting environment. I hope that you or anyone in your family never needs to be a patient, but if they do, Children's is here for you.
You're watching Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles with Edie Hand and Dr. Daniel Potts.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome back. Joining me is Dr. Wendy Martinez, and thank you, Wendy, for joining us here at NASCAR.
My pleasure. I'm really enjoying myself here today.
Well, I know you know our dream has been to put something together for women's health, and seeing that something could come about here at the ARGA Day and NASCAR on health, how do you think that would affect women and men here to have a health fair day?
I think it's an excellent idea, and no time better than when you have an audience of 150,000 people here. And as we spoke before, your idea with possibly mammogram units here, because there are so many women that are out there that have really not gotten any mammograms done, and you know the recommendation is over age 40 every year a mammogram should be done, and there are thousands of women who have never had a mammogram, and having them out here, it kind of like it's put right there to them, and it's going to be free, so they can just easily come right in and get the mammogram done. And I think it's a wonderful idea. I think being on hand there also, where we can actually even do some breast exams. And I think you and I have discussed that already, that in addition you'll have some physicians there. We can absolutely check these women as well as get their mammograms, which so many people have not. I think it's a wonderful idea, and it would be a great help to women.
Wendy, I appreciate what you do too, and you are from New Jersey, and tell us a little bit about your practice, and you're with all women, and what you're doing there, and how people could check you out on your website.
Well, I have an all-women OBGYN practice. There's 5 of us there. We have a midwife and nurse practitioner also. Very busy practice. And we do a lot of educational things too. I'm also a certified menopause educator, so I do lecture extensively on menopause. I lecture at the high schools. See me later, Edie.
Okay.
All right. And I also lecture in the high schools on sexually transmitted diseases and pregnancy prevention also. So I think the more that we can educate the public, the better that they can make informed decisions.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles, and we'll look forward to doing something fun together and making a difference.
Yes.
Well, you've just heard from Dr. Martinez on some health issues. Now coming up is Johanna Long, who's going to share with us how she got into racing. Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into Prescriptions for Healthy Lifestyles. We're here at Talladega today, and joining me is Johanna Long, and we're going to talk about her career. Welcome.
Welcome. It's great to talk to you. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and it's so great to see someone with so much energy and as young as you are making such a difference for women in racing. So tell me what that's been about since you've been 8 years old, right?
Yes, I started out when I was 8 years old racing go-karts, so it was really cool. You know, I've been around racing since I was a little girl. So I never really looked at myself as a female driver. You know, I always looked at myself as another driver out there when I'm racing, so I don't look at that aspect of it.
Well, it's because obviously you truly have a passion for the sport.
I do. You know, I don't know what I would be without this sport. You know, I've been racing since I was a young girl, and that's all I ever wanted to do, is being in a race car or being around it. You know, a lot of people, when they went through high school, they go to proms and they go to all these dances, and all I cared about was being on a racetrack.
Well, in starting your career so early and now, where do you see yourself going with this career?
Well, I hopefully make it to the Cup level. That's everyone's dream, but it's going to take sponsorship and it's going to take someone to give you an opportunity to get you to that level. And, you know, being in the Nationwide Series is really big for me right now, and Miss Mary Louise Miller giving me this opportunity to drive in the Nationwide Series is really big.
I think that's awesome that she is one of the few women that own a race car.
Yeah, you know, it's really crazy. Me and Miss Mary Louise, we have the same expectations that she wants out of a race team as I want out of a race team. And it's just really cool to be a part of because she has the ambition to run well just as I do.
And tell me what you're doing to keep yourself fit mentally and physically to do this.
You know, in the racing industry, you definitely have to be fit. I've actually started a new workout program called CrossFit. It's really intense. I'm pretty lazy, so when I get to that, it really helps me and it keeps me motivated and to know what I have to do to be in a race car. I'll do whatever I have to do.
Well, I appreciate you being here with us today and making a difference for young women across the country, and I wish you lots of luck, John.
Thank you so much. Thanks for talking to me.
We've just been talking with Johanna Long about racing here at Talladega. Coming up next is Donna Lawrence. We're going to talk about her program called Susie's Hope. Well, she's on one of the race cars today, and you won't want to miss this. And welcome back. We're here live at Talladega, and I'm talking with Donna Lawrence. And Donna, we're talking about behind the scenes here with race car driving. Tell me why you are involved with the Venturini race cars.
Well, I've always loved racing for one. I grew up around the dirt tracks in my hometown, but when I found out about racing, I was like, racing? How will that help on, having my nonprofit on a race car? But then the more I learned about it, it just became so exciting and powerful to think about Susie racing around on a race car. So we talked with the Venturinis and we met them and we love them. They're such great family people. And when they approached us about it, we got to thinking about it. This could be a great thing, Susie racing around the world. So we had our logo put on the hood of car number 55, and we're so excited. That's why we're here today, because I think it's a powerful way to get the message out to the media and all over the world about animal cruelty and the epidemic that it's become and how to stop it, because I've never seen something about animal cruelty on a race car. So,
nor have I. No, and give everybody your website.
It's www.susieshope.com, and you can like us on Facebook as well, Susie's Hope.
And Susie's Hope is going to be in a movie, and you've got this book.
Yes.
And this book is entitled
Susie's Miracle. And this is about my dog and my story and our wonderful bond that we have and the tragedy that we went to and how we turned it into triumph. And now we have a movie out, we have 3 children's books, I'm writing an adult book, and we have a stuffed Susie out.
All right, and the stuffed Susie, I saw it. It's adorable. I saw it a while ago. Give us again your website before we go off the air.
It's www.susieshope.com.
Thank you so much for being a part of today's program.
Thank you.
And thank you for staying with us right here in Talladega. And we'll be back with more after this. Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by Happy Cheeks. Visit myhappycheeks.com or call 708-480-2457.
Wake up! It's Toyota time at Scott Crump Toyota. Drive with 0 down. Financing as low as 0%. Plus, make no payments for up to 90 days. Get new Corollas with navigation. $14,940. Camry SE. $199 a month. Or try before you buy with Toyota Rent-A-Car. It's the best time. It's Toyota time. Don't let time run out. Scott Crump Toyota on Highway 78 in Jasper. Online at scottcrumptoyota.com.
At Scott Crump Toyota, we'll do whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Senna House. I'm taking a minute with children to learn about car seat safety. I'm here with Miss Marie Crew, coordinator of an important program called Alabama Safe Kids at Children's. Miss Marie, what does the American Academy of Pediatrics tell us about children riding in the car?
They tell us that children should stay rear-facing until they're 2 years old. At that time, they can go forward-facing as long as they have an internal harness until they're 40 pounds. Then they need to go to a booster seat, and they need to stay in the booster seat until they're around 4 foot 9 inches, and that's somewhere between 8 and 12 years old.
Who should parents call if they have questions about installing a car or a booster seat?
They can call us here at Children's at 1-800-504-9768.
Thanks so much for this valuable information, and thank you for joining us for A Minute with Children. I'm Senna House, and until next time, buckle up.
Be sure to visit the Colonel's website to order some of his delicious Cajun seasoning. Visit colonelpaul.com. You'll also find there the incredible cookbook Cajun and Creole Cooking with Miss Edie and the Colonel. It includes recipes, Cajun cooking history, and much more. Or you can check it out at ediehand.com. Order yours today, 205-988-0788. Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles wants to help you pave the way to a better life.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand, and welcome into our You Paved the Way segment. We're talking with Taylor Ferns, and thank you, Taylor, for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you're awful pretty, and to be so young in racing, so tell us, how old were you when you started?
I started when I was 6 years old, so I've been doing it for 11 years now.
That is amazing in itself. Well, I can see you've been out racing because it's affected your voice this past week, you told me.
I know I can hardly talk. I feel like I'm talking like a guy.
You're not talking like, you sure don't look like one. So tell me what it's like for you in being in racing in more of a male-dominant field. What's it like for you?
I don't really look at it as a male-dominated field because I feel like I'm just like one of the guys at the racetrack. I like being treated just like one of the guys. I know some people treat the girls specially and differently, but I just like hanging out with the guys and just being like everybody else.
Well, and I can see you have a really tight relationship with your father. What is your family? How big a role have they played in your career?
Well, they played a huge role. Normally it's just my dad and I that travels together to every race because my mom's back home busy with my younger brother and sister, but my family's been so supportive. My mom tries to go whenever she can, and my dad's always busy talking on phone calls and things like that, just trying to get my racing and sponsorship and things like that going. So they're just so supportive, and they always taught me to never give up on anything and always persevere and push forward. So I think that's been a huge help.
You know, I can see that because I've talked with your father many times on the phone, and being a mother of a supportive son in an acting career, it's important to have someone behind you and helping you not only emotionally but financially to make it work. And it takes a lot of money to make this sport. It's an expensive sport.
Yeah, and it really is. When we first started off racing, my dad just thought it was just going to be a little hobby, but I just fell in love with it, and it's just gotten more and more expensive, and that's kind of been the hard part, is getting sponsorship. So everybody believes in me, my family believes in me, and people are backing me, so we just got to find sponsorship.
Well, you're doing a good job, and I want to know that you've been involved in some things in your community, so tell me, what do you think has helped in being in racing for you to be a better role model as a young person?
Well, I think what racing has really taught me is it's really kept me grounded. I know some people who are in sports, they're kind of just spiral out of control, but racing has really helped keep me grounded and keep my values around me and keep my family around me. And I think it makes me a good role model for the younger generations, because younger kids look at TV and say, oh, well, I wish I could do that. And that used to be me when I was younger. I used to watch the NASCAR race and say, oh, I wish I could do that. And I am doing it, so I'm living the dream. And I think that's what can inspire younger kids, that they can do whatever they want to do.
I love that. And in our You Pave the Way segment, that's what this is about, is helping to mentor young people and to pay it forward. And Taylor, you're to be commended for that. If people wanted to look you up on the website, where would they go?
They can go to taylorferns.com, or they can follow me on Twitter at Taylor Ferns, or go to my Facebook page.
That is terrific. And I know that you've got some footage of you and telling some stories on your site. But now tell me, what have you felt like you've accomplished? It's been your greatest accomplishment probably at this stage of your young life.
Well, I think each and every one of my accomplishments are special in a different way. But I think one of my most important ones is becoming the winningest female in USAC history. And that is because that's just something I've always wanted ever since I started racing USAC. I started when I was 12 years old, and when I first started racing in USAC, I just always said to myself, that's something that I want to get, and I achieved it by the time I was 15. So I think that was a huge accomplishment.
That's amazing.
I gave myself a little pat on the back.
I think you should have a manicure and a pedicure, but you probably don't even like that, do you?
Every now and then.
Every now and then?
Yeah.
Well, when we get through this show, we'll take you to Nashville and get you a good manicure, girl.
Sounds
we in the
good.
South like to have moist lips and have our nails done.
Everybody needs to be pampered every once in a while.
Absolutely. Taylor, I want to thank you so much for coming and being on the show today. And if there's something you'd like to leave with folks, what would be that word?
Perseverance, and just push through anything, even if people give you a hard time.
Thank you, Taylor. See you again soon.
Thank you.
And you won't want to miss Taylor Ferns and what she's doing, so stay with her on her website, taylorferns.com. And coming up next is Dale Smith Thomas, her tip on racing. Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles is brought to you in part by Happy Cheeks. Visit myhappycheeks.com or call 708-480-2457. Hi, I'm Edie Hand.
I'm Paula Lombard.
And Paula, thank you for being here today. We've got Pave the Way to make a difference with your pink wipers to wipe out breast cancer. And how can we do that?
Go to our website, autotexpink.com.
Make a difference and pave the way. Hi, I'm Edie Hand here at Scott Crump Toyota, and we're paving the way to make a difference for our youth. And you can too. So log on to our websites because we're paving the way.
Make a difference. Pave the way.
There's an art to making tea. At Red Diamond, it begins with tea leaves and nothing else. We remove the stems and twigs that come with the tea, leaving just the leaf for a flavorful, refreshing taste. There's an art to making the perfect pitcher of tea, and we practice it every day. Drink fresh. Drink Red Diamond.
Here's a prescription for a better life with Dale Smith Thomas.
Hi, I'm Dale Smith Thomas, and today here's a healthy tip for all of you parents of athletes. I'm the mother of a professional race car driver, spend lots of days out in the sun and lots of tire smoke at the racetrack. So what are the keys to staying healthy in those types of environments? Number one, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Well, that's 3. So I'm telling you, hydrate your skin and also make sure you always have water with you. I know it's really easy to grab a soft drink or an iced tea or something like that. Grab a Gatorade, an energy drink. And also, ladies, take a little bottle of spring water with you and spritz it on your face because the sun will also dry out your skin. And here are a few crucial keys to staying healthy in an unhealthy environment. Go team.
Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles, brought to you in part by Autotex Pink. Change your blades, change a life. Southern Sisters is the place to go for hometown cooking. If you can't make it to the restaurant and bakery in the Carolinas in person, place your order online, southernsisters.info, or call 336-474-8620. Enjoy the latest books from Edie Hand. A portion of sales benefit charities such as St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Visit www.ediehandfoundation.org or your local or online bookstore. Pick up your copies today.
Hi, I'm Edie Hand.
I'm Paula Lombard.
And Paula, thank you for being here today. We've got Pave the Way to make a difference with your pink wipers to wipe out breast cancer. And how can we do that?
Go to our website, autotexpink.com.
Make a difference and pave the way.
You're watching Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles with Edie Hand and Dr. Daniel Potts.
And welcome back into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. I'm Edie Hand, and joining me in the kitchen, of course, is my good friend Dale Smith Thomas.
And we have a crew today.
I
think it's a pit crew. It's a kitchen pit crew.
Yeah, Shayna's here joining us, and she's the one that really knows how to cook.
Right, Shayna's the best. I mean, she's a caterer. She's awesome. And look, we have a miniature chef in the room today. This is my dear friend Elena Bridges, and we's so glad she's here.
She's adorable, and I see she's got out your little pink Barbie roller
Stop
pin.
making fun of me with my pink Barbie pin. She has made fun of me for a
Did you hit her over there? And this is Taylor Ferns. She's a real race car driver.
She's a real race car driver, just like my son, as you know.
Nick
Thomas Racing. He's a race car driver. And girl, you know, when we're at the track, we've got to do food on the run, right? It's always, you know, you've got to eat quick, and it's got to be something we can make fast and easy. So I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I take when we're out at the track with Nick. How about that?
I love it, and I thought we'll put these up on our website.
Yes, and they're very easy. And I know that plenty of our viewers also have kids in sports, whether they're playing soccer or whatever. It's not just us race car people, but for every sport. I even brought out the football stuff because I love me some football.
Well, we love it. And any dip can do this?
Yes, did she say that out loud? Any dip can do this?
I'm including myself.
And any blonde can do it too. Okay, first of all, this is just a carton of sour cream, and you can, put that in your cooler in your race car trailer. A pack of taco seasoning, and then a little can of those green chilies. And I'm going to let Elena help, and then we're going to dump. Elena, will you dump that in there, please, ma'am?
Okay, Elena.
We're going to dump some cheese in there.
She even dumped it well.
She dumped it well. And so, Edie, if you'll just stir that up.
I can stir.
And that's it. And then you just take your bag of chips.
Any dip can do it, honey.
Any dip can do it.
You want to stir it just a little bit, Elena? There
and
you go.
then just throw the top on it. Throw it in your cooler wherever you are.
Now,
then
we'll pass this over here to Taylor.
And I'm going to let Taylor stir that and maybe put a
while
little
she's
bit
getting
in
that
there.
together. Tell me a little bit. Now, this is called a victory dip.
The victory dip.
So, and then next, what's next? We've got taco salad.
We've got taco salad because we need a little protein while we're out there doing the sports. But it's easy. Again, it's just lettuce and cheese. And then prior to today, I ground the ground beef.
Put that in there. Okay.
Black beans and a little corn.
How much ground beef?
Girl,
1 pound?
I don't know. 1 pound, 2, I don't know. Girl, I don't
Probably
know.
racing we'd have 2 or 3
Probably
pounds.
have 2, 3 pounds. Measuring optional. And then throw in a few tomatoes, just like you would a regular salad, okay?
Okay, Jana.
And then I've had Elena with my Barbie rolling pin. Elena, show them what you've been doing there. She's been crushing up these chips. Just roll it out there, baby.
Here you go.
There you go. Because
Wow.
these are going in our salad over there, okay?
Now, Janet, tell me, now I've learned today, you are also a singer.
I am.
She's a fantastic
somebody let
singer.
that secret out.
She's a fantastic
And what's your
singer.
website? You got a website going on? We can check you out?
I'm working on it. It's ShaynaPerky.com. So
Well,
working on
Perky, hello.
I know, isn't that great?
You don't have any friends that aren't Perky,
I
do
do
you,
not,
Beth?
nor beautiful. They're all beautiful and perky.
And you also do catering, so you know a lot about this.
I do a lot of cooking. I love to cook for big groups of people. So.
Well, we got one today. With
I
everybody
know,
here.
I
It's going to
know.
be
You
fun.
got Shayna.
And
So
so
we're gonna throw this in
this
there.
is fun too that Elena has joined us with Taylor so that we can, will you try it with us a little bit later?
And you know,
Okay,
this is
good.
all about, what a great role model that Taylor is young and pursuing her dreams, and Elena at 7 is already pursuing her dreams. She wants to be a singer and an actress, so it's really great to have you here today. Okay, now the crazy thing about this is it's called a Catalina taco salad. It sounds weird, but you throw in either French or Catalina dressing. I know it sounds odd, but just trust me on this. It's fantastic. Every time we do anything, everybody loves it. Okay, now we can't do a race without something sweet, a little sugar hit, right? Okay, this is the easiest dessert you can make. Grab a pack of Ritz crackers.
Can you do this, Elena, too?
And then a pack of mint chips. And Taylor's going to show us, I'm going to let you grab a cracker. We just melted them in the microwave. You could actually do this in a hotel room, do this anywhere.
Oh my gosh,
You
Taylor,
lay
you can
them
do this
out.
on the road for
You
you,
could do them
and
on
be
the
at home for
road.
your brothers and sisters.
They taste like a Girl Scout cookie, y'all. And that's it. There's our victory tailgate race day.
Dale's tips, tricks, and techniques for the racetrack.
Pit crew mama has come through. The race car mama's got to be, having
Thank
the
you,
pit
Dale,
crew
so much,
Thank
and for
you.
having us in your
Thank
kitchen.
you, Elena.
And
Thank
Elena,
you,
Taylor,
Shayna.
So fun to be here.
And we'll be back next week with more right here on Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles.